didn't take but, 3 days of driving it stock before I couldn't take it anymore. So today's video is going to be our first modification. We're going to be removing this plug that I despise on the US models, and we're going to be installing the Subaru Genuine rear fog light. We got the kit for this from Subi Bros, and their website is subibros.com. We got their easy plug and play harness, so I don't have to cut up my factory wiring harness. Can't stand cutting factory wiring. Got everything OE Subaru genuine parts for the mounting, all the fasteners, the pigtail, bulb, and our actual light fixture itself. So with that said, let's get into this. First things first, we're going to need to go into the trunk, and I do have the all-weather floor mat. I have to remove that. Now the all-weather floor mat's out of the way, we're going to have to remove the carpet. Now that the carpet is out of the way, we can remove the foam insert above the spare tire. Now that we're inside the trunk, we remove these 3 push pins and can remove this back piece of trim work. Now we can remove this insert here and remove fasteners here, up here, and over here, and pull this carpet back to access the wiring for our tail light. Now with that moved out of the way, we have full access to our wiring for our tail light here. Alright, now that we have access to the tail light wiring harness, we can unplug this connector here, and we can install the harness, plug and play harness from Subi Bros. Just like so. Tuck that down out of the way. And we've got our 2 wire pigtails here that will hook into the harness that runs down to the light. So moving down, we see this plug here, body plug, and we can push this out. And this we will use to run our wiring harness down to the new light. Let's pop that out. It'll come out under the car. Underneath the bumper, we've got a few push pins we need to remove, or will give us access to pull the bumper out and access the back of this cover, and also to get access to run our wiring up to the trunk. You see we got 2 here, and then we have 2 more in here. Now we have plenty of room to pull this back to access the back of the dummy plug and also run our wiring up into the trunk, which we will do now. Now that we've got our wiring from the trunk, from the outside into the trunk, we can run it over here and connect up our connectors. Now that we have our wiring run into the trunk, over to the tail light, and everything tucked out of the way, we can take our little plug and we can put a slit in it with a hole in the middle, or we can run our wiring through and just reinstall that plug into the hole. And we'll come back later and put a little glob of RTV silicone here to seal that up good. Now we can lay out all our parts and get ready to remove the plastic dummy plug in the back of the bumper and install our new fixture with the mounting bracket, all new OE hardware, and get ready to put our bulb in and get all the wiring secured and button up the trunk. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to show you this on camera, but here's the back of our dummy plug. We've got some plastic pins here. All we got to do is push those in and push that plug right out of the bumper. Just like so. Alright, now we can go ahead and install our JDM light fixture. On the outside, and we will be installing the bracket underneath with the supplied hardware. We'll install the supplied push pin here in the upper right hand corner. That will hold the bracket in place to the back of the bumper. Now we do is install the 3 10mm bolts in the other 3 holes and tighten them down. All right, now that all of our fasteners are tight, we can go ahead and install the bulb and socket into the light fixture. Then we can tuck our wiring up and out of the way. Now that's done, we can put our 4 push pins back in place. And that's it for underneath. Now we can fold back our carpet for our trunk. All right, now we can reinstall our trunk piece here. We can reinstall the cover for the spare tire. And we can reinstall our trim piece. And again, we'll reinstall the 3 little push pins on the inside here. Now we can install the carpet. And finally, the all-weather trunk mat. And with that, we're all done with this install. And with that, that will be wrapping up our install on the JDM rear fog light for this 2019 WRX. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.